Things happy couples do differently. It's time to help a lover out. Kindly subscribe to this channel. Are you a happy couple? Is a simple question really, but one that not many people ask themselves. Am I happy? Are we happy together? What does a happy couple look like to us? All people in relationships want them to be happy ones. They want to have that coveted happy couples title. But what is it that makes a happy couple, and what is it that happy couples do differently? Not all happy couples look the same. Happiness is a different standard for different people. What makes one couple blissfully happy could be a big no for another couple. That's the beautiful thing, there is no one right answer. But when it comes to the habits of a happy couple, and some of the fundamental foundations, well, they are the same across the board. Because it's that strong foundation that helps build the happy couple status. These are just 7 of the things happy couples do differently that make them stand out from couples that are just going through the motions. They talk. Happy couples talk, often, and not just about how their day at work was or how the children are going. They talk about their goals, their dreams, what makes them happy and sad. They communicate any issues they have and they work through them together. One of the most exciting things about being a couple is that you have someone to talk to, someone to support you, and someone to help you through any problems or struggles. Happy couples talk about everything and they love talking with each other. When you're in a happy relationship, you know you've got something special. There are certain things happy couples do differently, habits they create and things they do that make them stand out. These are some of the things that happy couples do differently. They spend time apart. One of the traps many couples fall into is that they start spending all of their time together. Of course they want to. They are happy and in love, and being with the one they love is so much fun. But, you were a happy independent person before you got into a relationship, and it's important to continue to honor that happy independent person throughout your relationship. Not only that, but it is also good to spend time alone in order to recharge and fill your own cup. You don't have to do everything together, it's good to have things each of you likes to do alone. Just because he wants to go to a Star Wars convention doesn't mean you have to grin and bear it, or the other way around. Time apart doesn't mean you don't want to be together. It means that you understand that you are both individuals who need alone time to recharge. Plus, it makes that together time even sweeter. When you're in a happy relationship, you know you've got something special. There are certain things happy couples do differently, habits they create and things they do that make them stand out. These are some of the things that happy couples do differently. They listen to each other. Talking to each other is one thing, but where the real magic lies is within listening to each other. Happy couples know more about what each other is saying through their nuances, how they speak and the words they use. They know that it isn't just about what is being said, but how it is being said, and they can tell more about their partner because of it. They also take the time to stop and listen to what each other has to say and values each other's opinions. When you're in a happy relationship, you know you've got something special. There are certain things happy couples do differently, habits they create and things they do that make them stand out. These are some of the things that happy couples do differently. They respect each other's differences. While it might be hard to look past things if he loves DC and you love Marvel, a happy couple understands that you are 2 different, individual people and there are going to be some differences. It doesn't matter what your differences are, what matters is how you treat each other because of them. A happy couple would never use each other's differences in a negative way, and often understands that it's the differences they have that make them work so well together. One person's weakness is another person's strength, and a happy couple knows how to use their differences to make their relationship even better. When you're in a happy relationship, you know you've got something special. There are certain things happy couples do differently, habits they create and things they do that make them stand out. These are some of the things that happy couples do differently. They know it's the little things that make the biggest difference. It's all the little things that make the biggest difference in a relationship, and a happy couple knows this. It's not about the gifts you give on Valentine's Day or the over-the-top romantic gestures on your anniversary. It's about the coffee you make for him of a morning, or that he refuels your car for you because he saw it was nearly empty. The little things are what makes relationships so sweet, and they are what will get you through the hard times. These are the building blocks of your relationship, and a happy couple knows they are what makes the biggest difference. When you're in a happy relationship, you know you've got something special. There are certain things happy couples do differently, habits they create and things they do that make them stand out. These are some of the things that happy couples do differently. They express love and gratitude. Expressions of love look different for each person, but a happy couple knows how to understand each other's love language. Take the test, it is amazing. From washing your car, through to making your favorite meal, love can be shown in so many different ways, and a happy couple works together to understand each other's ways of showing love. They also show gratitude for each other, do so on a regular basis, not just when grand gestures occur. They know that expressions of love and gratitude bring each other closer and make each other feel good. When you're in a happy relationship, you know you've got something special. There are certain things happy couples do differently, habits they create and things they do that make them stand out. These are some of the things that happy couples do differently. They accept each other without trying to change them. People who are in happy relationships don't try to change each other. They love and accept each other just the way they are, and don't try to change or manipulate each other in any way. The characteristics are what they love, regardless of how others feel about them. And they don't put pressure on each other to be any different. They love each other for who they are and continue to love each other through natural changes and evolutions of life. Happy couples stick with each other through everything, they build each other up, are each other's biggest supporters, and love each other through the highs and lows of relationships and life. They know that working together is better than working against each other, and that a relationship isn't a competition, but it is a partnership, and it's pretty darn sweet. Kindness is one of the most important ways to predict the levels of satisfaction and stability in your relationship. It is the gift that keeps on giving. The more you receive and see acts of kindness, the more likely you are to be kind yourself. This can lead to increased love and generosity. Turning towards your partner and actively listening when they express their needs, as well as celebrating their successes, are both good ways of showing kindness. Researchers who study the role of generosity in marriage define it as the virtue of giving good things to one's spouse freely and abundantly. The questions they asked participants in a recent study show us examples of good things to look for in a relationship. Did spouses offer small kindnesses to each other? Were they able to forgive? Researchers also point out that generosity comes from a desire to benefit your spouse, not necessarily to get something good in return. They argue constructively how you and your spouse argue can have a significant impact on the future of your relationship. Researchers found that couples who show destructive behaviors, yelling, insulting, and criticizing, are more likely to split. But when both partners show constructive behaviors during conflict, they have a higher chance of staying together. Examples of these kinds of behaviors include saying nice things, calmly discussing problems, and actively listening. They share household chores. Housework is more important in relationships than many people think. Couples who share household chores tend to be happier, but only if they have agreed on clearly defined responsibilities. Doing so can affect your well-being and the way you think about your partnership. There is no one way to divide tasks. Each couple develops their own strategy. But negotiating how chores will be shared provides an opportunity for you to bond with your partner. They celebrate one another's successes. Partners who celebrate one another's accomplishments and successes are more satisfied with their relationship, say researchers. An appropriate response to your partner's promotion at work might be, "Wow, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you and your accomplishments. Tell me more about it." That is far more supportive than saying, "That's great, hon." Fully acknowledging when things go right for your partner is an important part of a healthy relationship. They are best friends. Studies suggest that married people tend to be happier. A spouse can be a friend for life. In fact, married couples who also think of their partner as their best friend are reported as being nearly twice as satisfied with their relationships. Having fun more frequently can increase happiness, but only up to a point. They cultivate a strong emotional bond. Emotional responsiveness is key to building a strong relationship that lasts. Happy couples let their partners know that they are there for them. In doing so, they form emotional connections. If you criticize and reject your partner, defensiveness and withdrawal will be a likely response. Consequently, couples with these communication patterns can feel disconnected from one another. Happy couples do the opposite. They nurture feelings of security by creating safe spaces for communication. They talk openly, expressing their needs without resorting to criticism. They remain positive. Feelings of disconnection can also arise unless couples do things to create positivity. Happy couples often do small, positive things for their partners. Want to add more positive interactions between you and your partner? Try expressing appreciation. Compliment your partner every day and make sure to be specific. Show gratitude for something they've done for you. Tell them what you love about them. That sharing appreciation with your partner throughout the day has at least two important benefits. It helps your partner feel good about themselves, and it helps remind you why you chose to be in a relationship with your partner to start with. They empathize with their partner. Think about a time when you felt someone really listened to you. How did it make you feel? Empathy is a willingness to experience and understand what your partner is feeling, to step into their shoes, so to speak. This doesn't mean you try and fix your partner's feelings or problems. Acting with true empathy means you avoid focusing on your own ideas and judgments and instead open yourself to understanding your partner's experience. Couples who practice empathy try to understand their partner rather than defend their own point of view. They work together with their partner to ease conflict and tension. Empathy can bring healing and closeness, but only if you can fully focus on what your partner is saying. Start by being fully present and then actively listening to what your partner is feeling at that moment. They communicate. Communicating is a form of bonding. Having a real conversation at least once a day is enough to wipe away any form of misunderstanding. If you are bothered about something or have an objection to something your partner is doing, talk. Tell that to your companion, strike up a conversation. Please do not nag or complain, only seeing the faults in them. Appreciate the positives, rather than the negatives. Keeping your partner in the loop of your daily activities is another form of communication. In this way, you are not missing out on each other's day-to-day affairs. They grow common interest. Sharing some common interests, not all, with your partner is a sign of healthy relationship. Happy couples tend to enjoy each other's company no matter what they are doing. Or he may not enjoy watching Desperate Housewives with you, but there are certain things that you two can do together. Let's take cooking as an example. You guys can cook up meals you always found challenging. Or, start gardening. Take baby steps, and you two can grow a beautiful garden together. They spend time together. With a fast-paced life, it is hard to find spare time for personal entertainment. Why don't you take at least half an hour from your busy schedule and utilize it? You can meet up for lunch rendezvous, or go for a grocery date. On the weekends, do something different. For instance, go to a drive-in movie. Even if you are not interested in the movie, you can always sit back with popcorn and drinks, and enjoy each other's company under the sky. They hug and peck. Make this a ritual. You two won't be able to let go of it, trust me. Happy couples usually cling on their partners whenever they feel like. I guess that's why they are happy, right? They signify I heart you every day. Expressing I love you all the time may seem monotonous to you, but that's not true. Especially before going to work, and before hitting the sack. You and your partner know how much you care and love each other. Regardless, verbalize the words because it's only words, and words are all I have, to take your heart away. They have a sense of humor. One of the reasons why I fell in love with my man was because of his sense of humor. He cracks the silliest of jokes at unexpected times. And he has the ability to make me laugh for hours. Cracking jokes every now and then has a positive impact on a relationship. I can't imagine my life surrounded by serious people. I need humor. Happy couples know the right time to be witty. And laughing even at the lamest jokes on earth can increase the level of love between the two of you. They switch off their ringers. Most of your time is spent at work. The other time is spent doing miscellaneous works, including eating and sleeping. So whatever leftover time you have, utilize it for each other. Stop browsing the internet, socializing in all respects, and simply hit the power button. Switch off your phones, and be connected with your partner face to face. You'll love it. They believe in PDA. Happy couples enjoy PDA. No, it's not a personal digital assistant. It stands for public display of affection. Walking while holding hands or just a random hug while waiting on the signals, sometimes while waiting for the train, I will simply strike up a conversation with my partner as if I met him for the first time, and would continue doing that till we reach our destination. It brings enough entertainment to last for the day. They plan their futures together. Planning your futures can take two forms. 1. You sit down with calendars, calculators, and notepads. 2. You have a deep and meaningful conversations on future plans for your lives together. For example, happy couples have a custom of planning everything together, regardless of how trivial the matter is. You two are a team, so work like a team. Make everything happen together, whether it is related to the children. Planning makes your bond stronger and enriches your journey together. Kindly like and subscribe to this channel so that I can be making more videos for you.